9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the SLT eSports Women's Cyber Games, the inaugural event here at the Colombo City Centre. And of course, the entire event is organized by Gamer.LK, the pioneers of esports in the country for the last 12 years. And of course, the entire event is also powered by SLT Fiber, the fastest broadband network in the country, giving you the lowest latency possible to game on. And anyone who is a gamer would know that SLT is the way to go if you are a gamer. And also, none of this would have been possible without our wonderful sponsors. So our main sponsor, Sri Lanka Telecom, who has been doing a lot of work to empower esports in the country. So a huge shout out to them. And also we have Freeme, our digital banking partner. And also finally we have Scope Cinema, CCC, our cinematic partner. So we have a lot of action-packed gaming coming our way. A lot of female athletes who have joined us here for the Women's Cyber Games. It is amazing to see such a huge number of people joining us for the event. And we have had an amazing number of registrations. So we do have a lot of titles coming our way with the likes of Call of Duty, Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat. There's a lot of gaming coming your way. So do stay tuned in with the live stream to catch the action live. And also, just before we begin the proceedings, I would like to invite Mr. Ramanathan, Head of Central Maintenance, SLT, Mr. Satyanathan, Social Media Team Member, SLT, Mr. Ravin Vijay Tilaka, CEO, Gamer.LK, Mr. Ramesh Lianage, Director, Gamer.LK, and Mr. Vikum Jayasekara, Director, Gamer.LK, to basically showcase the trophy for the event. There's a huge prize money online for all the athletes who have joined us, and a lovely trophy for the winner as well. What a lovely trophy that is. Guys, can you have a round of applause for the inaugural SLT eSports Women's Cyber Games? Thank you, gentlemen. So do stay tuned in. We have a lot of action-packed gaming coming your way shortly. So do stay tuned in to the live stream on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as well. An announcement to Hansika Samanti, Ashika Erandi, and Sanjula Nadishani. Please report to the registration table. Samanti, Ashika Erandi, and Sanjula Nadishani. Everyone. So with me right now, I have Laroshi, who is one of the prominent female athletes in the country. She was on the list of the what do you call it, the most successful or the the top contenders for the title. Who to watch out for, basically the top contenders. So I have Laroshi with me. First of all, Laroshi, what do you think about having a female cyber games?
I think it's a really good idea because it will encourage more females to come and play. It'll make them feel like it's a safe environment for come and cheer for other girls as well, and it makes them feel like we're making them feel important.
Do you think it will help grow the female athlete community in the country?
Of course, when more girls see that there's so many female athletes in the country, it'll encourage them to practice more at home and come for more tournaments.
How did you get into esports?
Well, that's a long story. I've been gaming for a long time, and I've been coming for esports events, and I've been participating.
Uh, One final question: how has it been for you as a esports athlete in a basically a male-dominated scene right now?
It's actually been really good. The support and the cheering and everything. It's been really good. I felt really good participating in all these tournaments.
Thank you very much, Larsha, and I wish you the best of luck. Since you're one of the top contenders, we're expecting great things. Best of luck.
Thank you.
So there you have it, guys. That was Laroshi, one of the top contenders for the tournament. We will be back with games as well as a little bit of chats here and there with some of the top contenders here at the event as well. So do stay tuned in. Hi, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So I do have another contender with me from Phoenix Gaming. I have Chachi, who is known to be one of the top league players in the country as well. So Chachi, good morning, first of all.
Hi, good morning.
How do you like the event? How do you like the outlook of the event?
It's good, it's developed than more than before because I have been into several tournaments, but this is I see a lot of women participant in the Women League tournament.
Okay, so a tough question for you. How do you think your performance and female as a whole, the performance has been in a very male-dominated scene in Sri Lanka?
Actually, we can't say like that because girls are smarter than boys, I think. I guess. So I think girls also can compete with boys. So, yeah.
Very harsh on the guys. Okay, never mind. It's fine. So what's your main game today?
MK?
So Mortal Kombat, what do you think your chances are? I mean, we have the likes of La Roche participating as well. She's one of the top contenders for Mortal Kombat. We have a lot of, we have Tia from your own clan also participating for MK. So you do have a lot of contenders who is up for the title. What do you think your chances are?
Actually, I'm planning to play my best, so we'll see.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to me and best of luck. So there you have it, guys. Chachi from Phoenix Gaming talking about the event as a whole, and of course a very strong opinion on how good the female participants are when it comes to esports in the country. So do stay tuned in. We have much more coming your way, so do not go anywhere. We will be back shortly.
She's just my type, dark hair weaving at the back.
Hello and welcome back. So we do have another contestant, Tia, a very well-known character in the esports community, not just when it comes to the female side of things, as the esports community as a whole. She's a very known character in the community. So Tia, I feel like Phoenix Gaming has been doing a lot of good work when it comes to promoting female athletes. What kind of support does Phoenix Gaming give you to be as good as you are right now?
The thing is, we have Abid and CB who always check on us, and not just the boys who play well. They check on the girls. They check above and beyond to a point that whether we've eaten, whether we have our jerseys on, whether we have a way of going home, and they go that little bit of extra to message us and remind us about tournaments that are coming up. If you don't find a game, they figure out a way to get us the game. Even getting equipment, they help us getting equipment. There's equality in the clan. Like, just because you're a girl doesn't mean that you're pushed aside and you're not important. Even if you're the bottom of the barrel in a game, they would still support you to be better, and they would encourage every day.
Okay. Other than your clan, like we do see a lot of people coming for esports events as a whole from different clans, then standalone people who come to cheer on the players who are actually participating. What kind of support has the female participants had in these big tournaments like SOCG or the SLT eSports Championship? What kind of support does the crowd give you?
It's always fun because we have a lot of boys in the mix. So when you, especially in Phoenix, I would say, that if it's just you playing one game and then you have about another 40 boys just screaming your name and cheering to a point it's embarrassing sometimes, and you could be losing but they're just like, just behind, and then even our like group leaders, they would get together and they would just be like, oh, they're playing, come and cheer us on. So I think the fact that even they consider us being equal is a great thing within Phoenix, at least.
Okay, so one final question. We do see a lot of prominent female athletes in the country who are very prominent in the League of Legends sector. We have the likes of Foxy, we have Chachi, who are very prominent League of Legends players. And this is not just only for the female side, when it is for the entire country. When you consider League of Legends in the entire country, they are considered some of the top players. What's your advice for female players who want to get into esports? What advice can you give them?
I would say don't be scared. I mean, they are sometimes scared to come in because they think they'll lose, or they think they're not good enough, or they think that they're never going to get to a better place. But the thing is, looking around all these people, everybody started somewhere. Anyone who's doing really great in a game now, they all started as a noob, basically. So I would say get in, talk to somebody, wearing a clan jersey or something, go talk to one of the Gamer.LK people and just be like, hey, I want to be in a clan, I want to play this game. And even though we look really mean when you're playing a game, we are really nice people, right? I mean, we laugh a lot, really.
So I'm going to keep you for one more question. What do you think about the work that Gamer.LK has been putting in to make esports what it is today?
I love everything Gamer.LK is doing. I'm actually quite a big supporter of it. I think that Ravin is doing a brilliant job. And of course, I love his wife, Laroshi, who is forever smiling at us and shouting at us to be in the games. But I think the fact that when we didn't have a community, when we didn't have like a gaming sector in Sri Lanka, the fact that they didn't stop, they just kept pushing, and I can't even imagine how hard it must have been financially and balancing life and doing all of this. And I think I'm not going to say it's going to improve and it's going to get better. I think it's kind of already there. I think Gamer.LK is a respectable company that we don't need to really say, oh, they'll get there someday. I think they're there.
Okay, thank you very much, Shia, for that lovely conversation, and I wish you all the best in the coming up matches. So we do have another contestant from Nubalans with me. Please, what's your name?
Raghavi.
Sorry?
Raghavi.
So Raghavi, you're representing Nubalans. What are the games that you're planning on playing?
I'm going to be playing COD and Mortal Kombat.
What do you think your chances are? I mean, we do see a lot of female athletes from Nubalans, and you're up against other clans like the likes of Phoenix Gaming as well. What do you think your chances are in the tournament?
I actually have heard about a lot of players over here, and they all are really good. So it's going to be a tough competition within all of us. It's going to be fun.
What do you think about Gamer.LK doing a tournament like this dedicated for females, giving them an opportunity to just step out of their shell and get into esports? What do you think about it?
It's actually a really good idea because obviously it's the first time, and the female gaming community is like very small. So it's great that they're finally targeting us females. So it's really great.
Again, how do you think y'all compare to the males who are into esports already? It was a very male-dominated scene up until recently when we saw a lot of female athletes participating. How do you think y'all match up to the male athletes that are out there right now?
There are our ups. We have our ups and downs, but we'll eventually get there.
Okay, thank you very much for having that conversation, and wish you all the best. So there you have it, guys. We have that was from Nubalans. We do have more people. I would like to talk to one of the referees as well. So we have Chatura. Hi, Chatura.
Hi, Shashika, hi.
So what do you think about the tournament? Please come here.
Yeah, sure, sorry.
So what do you think about the tournament, the women's cyber games? What do you think about it?
Yeah, so this is the first ever women's league happening in Sri Lankan esports leagues. I see that is organized by the GLK, and right now I feel a lot of energy from all the girls around here, the gamer girls around who we have right now. So what we are expecting right now from the girls is a good matchup between the girls and make a good way through for the trophy, and make a blast.
Another question now. You're referee for Gamer.LK. What are your responsibilities when it comes to reffing these games?
So I have to ensure that all the games are played fair and square. right? To ensure that we give the best experience in gaming wise, esports wise, and then we have to ensure that all the games are like even from MK we have Subway Surfers and then Project Cars, Call of Duty, and then Mario Kart. So all the games have, all the referees of all the games should maintain whatever the standards of the esports, esports tournaments, to ensure that this tournament is 100% perfect.
Another question: when did you join the GLK, and what has your experience been so far?
So I joined GLK back in 2017. That was first in SLT eSports Championship. So from there to today, which is 2019, until this Women's League eSports Championship, it's been a tremendous road throughout. So like it has grown a lot. Esports is growing a lot in Sri Lanka. So what I've had to say for the youngsters and whatever the gamers or the boy gamers, all that esport is going to have a lot of improvement in couple of years, and I invite you all to join to the esports community and build a career path or life in esports.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chatur, for having that
Thank you,
conversation with
Shashika.
me, and best of luck with the refereeing. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That was Chatur Dhananjit, a referee from Gamer.LK, who will be refereeing the matches today at the female cyber games. So we do have games happening. We will be starting shortly. So do stay tuned in for some action-packed gaming coming your way here at the SLT eSports Championship, SLT eSports Women's Cyber Games here at the Colombo City Centre. Hi, so welcome back. So welcome back to the SLT eSports Women's Cyber Games. So I do have a Call of Duty team from Noob Alliance with me. I'm going to be asking them a few questions about how their career path has been in Call of Duty as well as the support from Noob Alliance as well. So I do have the captain with me. ඉස්ලාම් මට නම කියන්න ඔයාගේ රෝල් එක මොකද්ද කැප්ටන් හැටියට ඔයා මොනවද ටීම් එකට දෙන්න සපෝට් එක
මගේ නම කසුනි ඉන් ගේම් නේම් එක තීහි සපෝට් එක මට වඩා ටීම් එකෙන් මට තමයි සපෝට් එක හම් වෙන්නේ දැන් ඉතින් අපි කට්ටිය ගෲප් අප් වෙලා දැන් 8 months වගේ ප්ලේ කරනවා ඉතින් එහෙමයි
මීට ඉස්සෙල්ලා Call of Duty tournaments වලට participate කරලා තියෙනවද ඔයගොල්ලෝ ටීම් එක හැටියට?
ඔව් අපි ෆස්ට් ලෑන් එක ප්ලේ කරේ SLCG එකේ. ඒකේ අපි වින් කරා. මේ දැන් අපි ඊට කලිනුත් අපි ඔන්ලයින් ටූර්නමන්ට්ස් වල පාර්ටිසිපේට් කරලා දිනවා. තව ලෑන් ප්ලේ කරලා තියෙනවා. දැන් මේ අදත් අයලා ප්ලේ කරන්න යන්නේ.
අපි යමු බලන්න අපි තව ටීම් එකකට කතා කරනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් Noob Alliance වලින් represent කරන කොහොමද ඔයගොල්ලෝට clan එකෙන් තිබිලා තියෙන support එක?
ලොකු support එක clan එකෙන් හම්බ වෙන අපිට. අපිට ගොඩක් හැමදේම වගේ කියලා දෙනවා clan එකෙන්. ඇත්තටම Noob Alliance ආවට පස්සේ ගොඩක් ලොකු COD ගැන එහෙම ලොකු දෙයක් අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා. ලොකු support එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා.
හරි. තව ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපේ ඊළඟින් ඉන්න හිමාෂි නේ? හරි. Noob Alliance වල හොඟක් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. වැඩියෙන්ම support එක හම්බෙලා තියෙන කාගෙන්ද?
එහෙම කියලා නෑ ඉතින් ඔක්කොගෙම සපෝට් එක හම්බ වෙනවා එක එක ගේම්ස් ප්ලේ කරනවා කෝඩ් ප්ලේ කරනවා ඉතින් කැප්ටන් තමයි ටී
මට ආරංචියක් ආවා ස්පාටා කියලා එක්කෙනෙක්ගෙන් සෑහෙන සපෝට් එකක් තිබුණා කියලා Noob Alliance වල ෆීමේල් ලීග් එක ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න. එයාගෙන් මොන වගේ සපෝට් එකක්ද හම්බෙලා තියෙන්නේ?
අපිට ට්‍රේන් කරා මේ ට්‍රික්ස් කියලා දුන්නා එයා තමයි ඉතින් එයා හුඟක් සපෝට් කරා අපිට.
Thank you very much and best of luck only in a match result. So there you have it guys, the Call of Duty team from Noob Alliance. So do stay tuned in, we might have a Call of Duty match starting shortly, so do stay tuned in for the action as well. Question, what are the titles that you're planning on playing today?
COD, Mortal Kombat, and Mario Kart, all this stuff.
Okay, so we do have a lot of COD players. We had a lot of COD players from Noble as well. And what are your chances as a team? What do you think Maximum Esports can do in the tournament? Because Noble seems very confident with their Call of Duty team. What do you think your chances are?
Even we have practiced well. We have a very supportive team. Even our clan is very supportive. So I hope that we can give them a challenge.
Do you think Maximum Esports being one of the prominent COD4, like basically a very prominent COD4 clan in the country, do you think it has helped you all to improve your game?
Yes.
Another question, what do you think about having a female league in the country?
It's really good because when we are talking about diversity, especially about gender diversity, people always say that men can do this, men are good in gaming and everything. But first of all, IT was invented by a female, so even female can do this. So it's really good. It's like a women empowerment. So I really appreciate that.
What made you get into esports?
Sorry.
What made you get into Call of Duty and esports as a whole?
I was IT student. I'm a software engineer, so I always with computers and stuff. So when we are boring, we used to play games and stuff. So yeah, that made me playing into games.
Okay, thank you very much for having that lovely chat with me, and best of luck for your upcoming matches in the tournament. So there you have it, guys, the team from Maximum Esports. So I'm going to be handing over the proceedings to our two casters. We have Abdul, Nightblade Basit, and Azman Dakro Khan.
Alright guys, good morning. It's a lovely day here at the Colombo City Centre for sure, and what a way to start off things for the first ever SLT Women's Cyber Games, or first ever Women's Esports Tournament in general.
Yeah, I mean, so many people showed up for this tournament and registered. It's absolutely amazing if you just reach out and you can see how many people actually want to attend these sort of tournaments.
No, I mean, I believe a lot of people have actually even come out from outstation itself just to come and take part because, and then I remember, so we were confirming participation with most of the candidates because we were like just calling and checking to get a clear number. So we got about 161 people who registered for the event itself. So which is a huge number. It's a huge number. Like forget just having a normal esports tournament. In that itself, you get about that amount of people.
Yeah.
Like other than SLCG, where we get like a huge number of people.
Too,
So in this, just 167 people only being females, that is something super important.
Yeah, it's super important for not only the esports scene in general, for women everywhere to be able to take part in something they love to do. Not many people know that women love to game so much, and this is like a platform for them to be able to show their talent and whatever they love, you know?
No, and the cool thing is the way everything is set up is very interesting. So it's like a battle royale in a sense where, you know, they go from one competition to the next, to the next, to the next, and the person with the highest points end of the day. So, you know, there is no one thing that one person can dominate. If you aren't good at everything, then somewhere down the line you're going to lose points. So, you know, unless we find someone who's really good at every single game, that's what makes the game, that's what makes this event super exciting because you don't know what is going to happen.
And you can clearly see the talented players. You'll know that the top place in Mortal Kombat will be really good, but there can be someone at Mario Kart that could be so much better than the Mortal Kombat player and just win over that.
I mean, just because you don't do well during one event or one category doesn't mean that you're going to be out of it because you have so many other categories that you can play through. But yeah, definitely I think it will be very interesting to see how that kind of turns out.
Yeah, and like, you know, games like COD where you need so much skill, and games like Mortal Kombat, if you get a good player in that game, they will absolutely destroy so many people. So you have to be prepared when you come for these tournaments. It's not a joke. It's not like just, you know, any tournament. There's so many girls here who are very talented and are really good. So you have to be good if you want to participate too.
I mean, I believe you practiced with Terra a little bit yesterday and you understood how fun the game was, but at the same time how difficult the game is. So, you know, we actually have a few Mortal Kombat pros here also just coming to assist and support, you know, some other players there. I'm not going to mention names because they probably feel awkward, but I mean, it's definitely like all the games have a very difficult skill cap because whatever game you take, whether it's a mobile game or whether it's a PC game, whatever it is, but if it, as long as it requires a lot of concentration, that makes it very difficult. Especially Subway Surfers, you're staring at a small screen, and you're focused. Okay, this train is coming from here. I should go here. It looks easy. Swipe left, swipe right, and then you watch Ravin play, and then you understand how much better you are at the game.
Like you have to actually be good if you want to get high scores. Like you have to actually know what you're doing in the game and know all the the tricks and the the small tiny things in the game to actually achieve those really high scores that us normal people who don't usually play the game don't know. Even in Mario Kart, that game seems so simple. It seems like a family game, but it's actually really competitive, and
it's like Ono. It's like a family destroyer. Like you get a power up and you use it on your brother or sister. You are just dead. You're like, why would you do that to me?
You really wanna do well in that game, and you wanna get those that luck factor is there too when you get those shells and the stars.
Especially if you're like super competitive though. I know a certain person who's very competitive in Mario Kart. So yeah, she hates losing. So if I am pretty sure if she her round will be the Mario Kart round, and if he loses that, she's going to be very angry.
She's not going to be happy.
She's not.
Yeah, and she's going to be like people are going to be pumped for their game, and they're going to perform so well, and then we're going to see so many new players shine through in these sort of tournaments, because you really don't know how good players are until they come and attend a tournament, and everybody comes and realizes that, oh, this guy's actually good, or this person is actually really good at the game. And you only, giving them a platform to show their skill, so clans can pick them up, and you can get into better teams, and you can even you can progress through the field in these sort of tournaments.
No, I mean it's exciting to see actually, even the clan involvement in all the esports and how it has grown from back in the day. I was actually I think I got into the scene in about 2016. You were there much longer than me, but when I joined, clans were just a clan. It's like a thing where you have a name in front of your team, and you meet random people there, and just become friends if you want to. It's like a random meetup at esports events. But now it's actually super competitive. Like I believe last year for the title itself, there was so much competition, and because of that, it's kind of like how you have school meets at the athletic meets, where you have houses, you're assigned to it. And there is no real purpose of it.
And you're attached to it.
It just
so
makes you. It's like you get attached to it, and you want to do really well. You want them to win.
Not for yourself.
Not for yourself. Exactly.
For the team.
So that is a very interesting concept that has seemed to work, and I feel it's very effective because, especially. Because I believe in most schools, for example, from my school, Royal, Bradby, Big Match, those things are very important. But most schools actually do have the sports meet as the main event in their school. So it's a huge deal. So when you put that kind of atmosphere here at eSports, you get the same result. Because there's a lot of preparation that goes in, a lot of hard practice, and then everyone is trying to prepare for it, try to get that top spot and earn the points for their house as much as they can.
Not only that, you get a prize pool here. So, I mean, on top of showcasing your own talent and whatever you love to do, you can even win money here.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we haven't really touched upon. I mean, it's a 100,000 rupee prize pool. And I think SLT has done an amazing job. But just what do you think?
Yeah, they've done a really good job.
Yeah, so I think I'm glad actually, because having companies like this come forward and support. I mean, SLT eSports Championship has been going on for the past few years, and each and every year it gets bigger and better. The prize pool is ever increasing. It has never decreased. It's only gotten better and better and better. You introduce more and more teams. So it's good to see that. But anyway, we at Gamer.LK also, have put in a lot of effort, and we have organized the event. So we're glad that people like SLT actually have come on board and, supported us with the cause.
Yeah, and, prize pools like this isn't, a small amount, because there used to be tournaments, not even a little bit, a few years ago, that didn't really give even close to the amount that we're giving in the tournaments right now. So it's become such a big thing where a lot of money is put into these tournaments, and it attracts so many people towards it. So if anyone is good at gaming and wants to participate and earn something, I mean, there are platforms right now, and it's only getting better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's crazy how, those days I remember we used to just come to tournaments to play together with friends, see how good we will do against other people. It's just like a curiosity thing. and now you're just coming in, you're competing, you want to win, you want to get the prize, you want that number one spot, you want people to recognize you and be like, hey dude, you're that amazing player who I watched, who won the tournament. That's what people want now.
Yeah, I remember my first tournament. It was a Dota tournament, and the only amount we got from the tournament was 2,000 per person. And now it's suddenly jumped so high in the last few years, and it's growing so fast that I actually can't believe it.
Yeah, actually, like it's. I think if I'm not mistaken, esports is currently the most rapidly growing sport here in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And I think not just in Sri Lanka. I think all over the world, esports is taking a huge turn because. You tell me somebody in this day and age who doesn't use any sort of digital device.
Yeah, social media.
Yes, I mean social media, games in general, like little kids, there are kids who are literally 2 to 3 years old who have their own iPads.
Yeah.
And they know how to randomly press buttons to download games and play.
Whereas when we were two,
we were playing with pencils.
We were playing pick up the pencil or whatever you play.
And then remember when you used to get like a nice box of crayons, you'd be like, oh my god, this is so cool. Box
right
of
now
crayons.
you just do that on Paint or something,
now it's like, paint, it's like, oh, it's there,
Yeah, it's there.
But anyway, other than that, I think we touched upon SLT, and I myself am a very big fan of the SLT fiber connection.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Honestly, I do. I mean, being able to play at very, very low pings, and especially in certain games that you are forced to play in other areas, and still having a decent ping, like even whether it's a little bit over 100, it's still compared to having something like 200, 250, 300. Having 120 is a huge difference, especially when you're a competitive gamer, for sure.
Yeah, SLT Fiber has changed Dota for me. Dota, when I used to play Dota, I used to always have 100 ping or more than 100 ping. But SLT Fiber just gives me like half of that. I get 50 ping, and you see the difference.
You get lower ping than me. That's not fair.
You see the difference in your gameplay, and it's such a big boost to know that I can play on the same level as people from other countries that are in the same server, because we didn't have that before.
I mean, the reaction speed, the response rate, everything is so much faster. Your reaction times for Blink Dagger, your spell casting, everything has to work on the dot when you're playing a game like Dota, because it's super important.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like ping plays a big part. But then the reason that everyone is so invested in a connection like SLT Fiber is because of the fact that they need the ping to be low to perform at their best.
Yeah, and even games like COD, it's even more important than Dota. Like what we're playing, like COD right here. It's so important to have good ping because you want to be the person who gets the first shot. You don't want to be turned around on and killed when you didn't even know it happened just because of the ping.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think it's a FPS game. An FPS game, obviously, the ping is super important because that will dictate who gets the first shot. And any gunfight, if two players have the same skill in terms of aim, the person who gets the first shot is going to win it.
Yeah.
100%, unless they have like a weak ass weapon or something like that. But other than that, the person who gets the first shot is usually the person who is going to win if their aim is as good as the other person.
Yeah.
And then obviously being able to, your movement, it affects your movement, how fast you react, how fast your player turns around.
Yeah. Before you used to get shot behind walls, and that's solely because of the ping. And SLT Fiber just provides that, you can play at the same level as everybody else.
So looks like we will be having COD 4 on screen very, very soon. So once they are set up, we will have that game. But till then, so Abdul, have you ever used Freeme before?
No, I have not used Freeme. What's it about?
So, remember how I told you that everyone in this day and age uses some sort of digital device?
Yeah.
So basically what Freeme is, it's kind of like a debit card.
Okay.
But it's a digital one which you can carry around with you on your phone.
Wait, what?
You can carry it around with you on your phone. Yep. And you can literally, so once it's easy, it's very easy. So you get once you register itself, they give you your card number and your your account number then and there itself on the phone.
Yeah.
And you can even go to the closest ATM, and when you deposit cash, you can actually deposit it directly into your phone.
Oh wow.
So you can actually use that because it's so recognized right now. You can use it to buy food, you can use it to buy clothes, you can use it to buy whatever you want. You can even use it to pay bills. And the best part, depending on how much you use, you can get your money back as well. Up
Wait.
to 30, about 20 to 30%. Sometimes I've seen people get back. And I think one thing that people use a lot is pick me, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
everyone
pick me.
uses transportation.
Yeah.
And you get 50, like there are certain times where you get 50% off on your travel expenses as well.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
That is.
It is,
I
and it's
actually-
extremely
yeah,
convenient.
that-
You should get
yeah,
it.
I really should.
Yeah, you should. It's very
Like,
convenient.
usually when I'm like, if I use Steam, I'm trying to buy a game or something like that, I always struggle because sometimes the credit card company declines it. They're like, wait, we don't know this. And then if I use something like this, I can easily, buy games and,
Yeah, actually, if you didn't know, we actually there was a sale where if you purchase games, you would get 30% back on what you purchase if you use
Oh,
streaming.
really? Oh,
Yep.
goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, that's something that you have to have just because it's there.
Because
You
we were
know?
talking about, so like you said, we were talking about purchasing Steam games because we're all gamers.
Yeah.
So Steam is one platform that has everything that we need. So
Yeah.
that is where we want to be getting all the games from, because that's most of the time that's where most gaming companies go to get their
Showcase
game on
their
the
game,
market.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we were actually doing a list of top 5 ways you can use like whatever resources we have here
Yeah.
in Sri Lanka to get, so other than PayPal and stuff.
Yeah.
And Freemi is actually up there because
Oh,
it's very
wow.
convenient. And with the purchases, if you use over, I think you spend over 1,800 rupees or something like that, you actually get money back as well.
Yeah.
So
that's
there-
something that
there-
other things don't offer.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
spending, like nowadays when you convert, the dollar rate is also pretty high. So when you
Yeah.
convert it and you spend like 3,000, 4,000 bucks,
Yeah.
and you get about the 800,000 bucks back, I mean, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. I think anyone would really like that.
Yeah.
So guys, Freemi.
Yeah, that's Freemi.
Yeah.
So other than that, I think I'm not sure whether we have the COD game ready yet. I don't think we do. But guys, I think huge shout out to just the Colombo City Centre in general. This
Yeah.
area is beautiful. I mean, the outside, the way the moment you enter it, it's like you've come to a different country and you're trying to experience
Yeah.
what's.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I've been in. I used to live in Dubai and stuff, and this mall is very similar to the mall that you'd find there. It's so well done. It's so clean. The shops are really, nicely like organized and everything. It's just a really nice place to come out and hang out. There's a theater here. You can bring your friends and watch a movie. There's a play area
So funnily
upstairs.
enough, the theater here, I believe, is Scope Cinema, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, and they're actually our cinema sponsor.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
That is amazing.
So everything is like in one package, like you said. I mean, I don't think we have any other super center like this. I don't know,
Exactly,
like
yeah.
a super mall, I guess,
mall,
yeah,
yeah.
super mall. So like where it has everything. It has it has actually good food also in the
Yeah,
food court.
yeah.
So
It actually
the building itself is beautiful. The outside is beautiful. The inside is beautiful. Like you said, it's clean. The most
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah.
because That's the first thing people look
That's
for,
the
right?
first thing you
Yeah.
wanna when you walk into a place like this, you want the place to smell good, you want it to look good, you want to feel like air conditioned, everything. It's just everything is there,
And there's always someone around in at least every floor who's
Yeah.
there to assist you
Yeah.
if you are lost, or if you need
Bathrooms are
something.
super
bathroom.
clean.
Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
super clean,
Yeah.
and it's very convenient. So everything is nicely. I believe it's I want to say labeled, but it's
Yeah.
basically more like they've shown you where exactly
Everywhere
everything
to
is.
go.
So
Yeah.
you don't need to waste your time looking around. But
Yeah.
obviously people love doing that.
And the information center is
But
there if you ever need
exactly.
help.
So you can just be
know,
like, I need to get shoes. And they'll be
Yeah.
like, go to the second floor, sir.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
they'll
exactly.
direct you towards all the shoe shops, the floor where all the shoes are. They might even recommend you a certain place that they like, And also there's the play area. So funny enough, when I came to Colombo City Centre like a few weeks ago, we were shopping, and I have a baby sister with me. So she kind of annoys us most of the time, and she can have something to do too. We can put her in the play center, and we can shop on ourselves. Like, it's super safe. Everything's super fun for her. She enjoys it. We enjoy shopping. It's super cool.
Yeah, definitely. I think that definitely makes it very convenient. Because they also don't really want to walk around and
Yeah.
watch people try to pick out clothes.
Clothes,
because
yeah.
everyone's like, no, this is too black, or I mean, it's black. I mean, what do you
Yeah.
want? Or this is too pink. But
Yeah.
anyway, so we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the game in a little bit.
That's a bit side.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back, guys. So with me right now, I have the CEO of Gamer.LK, Ravin Vijay Tilaka, with me. Hi, Ravin.
Hi, Sashika.
Uh, First question that everyone wants to know is that how Gamer.LK got to this point of having tournaments of this scale. You all have been in operation for the last 12 years, and as the founding member of Gamer.LK, what has it been like? What has the journey been like, and what made you all get to this point?
Right, so it's been basically 12 years of a lot of hard work with a lot of great people that have been working with us. Mostly volunteers who are as passionate about esports as we are. So this year we sort of figured we were looking at how to promote sort of females in esports, the women's participation. We started organizing women's leagues in 2015, and that sort of led up to the women's cyber games we're having today. So we wanted more and more female participation in esports. It's like a 95% male dominated sport. And I personally think that's purely because of cultural sort of limitations, perception issues, and organizing a dedicated women's championship would sort of bring out and give confidence for more female participants to sort of come out and represent, you know. So we are super happy with the turnout. We got over 150 registrations, 160 registrations to take part, and the turnout is amazing. You probably have seen some of the footage of the people around here, and so far we are super excited about who's going to basically be making the top 8. We'll be choosing the top 8 female athletes from today, and they'll be going into the grand finals tomorrow, where we distribute the 100,000 rupee prize pool. So exciting times ahead.
Like y'all are doing the female league this year, and a lot of people have turned up, like you said. What is your message to any female athlete out there who wants to join into esports?
Don't be afraid. I think that's one of the main issues. Ane, I'm shy. Let's not let that get in the way of actually doing what you love and competing. I know personally a lot of people who enjoy playing esports, taking part in esports, but they are a little hesitant to come and take part in tournaments because it's more male-dominated sport. They are afraid what people will think about their participation. Forget all of that. Just come and take part. There's a huge support system, as you can see here. A lot of people, even the clans, are very supportive of female cyber athletes who are actually taking part competitively. So go for it. Join a clan, or even if you're solo, come and take part. GLK will support you.
What do you think about the community, like the esports community? It has grown over the years. It's a huge following for esports. I think the Gamer.LK page has some 50,000 followers or more, I think, if I'm not mistaken. There is a
Around 40,000 now.
okay, 40,000. My bad, but it's a lot of numbers for a concept that was bought in recently, and that even across the world that they're trying to develop, because it's still a developing stage. It hasn't got to that place where it is the recognized sport in the world, and it is getting there. It's definitely getting there. So, like, what do you think the Sri Lankan scene has been like, and what has been the feedback from the community?
So it's been a slow climb over the last 12 years. So for those who don't know, we are 12 years old. We turned 12 years old March 24th this year. So it's been a steady but slow climb over the last few years. And starting the end of last year, we sort of, myself, Ramesh, Vikum, we sat down and we took a step forward to build esports in Sri Lanka in a much faster way. So we got investors on board, and we have big plans for esports in the next 3 years. In the next 3 years, esports is going to be one of the largest, most viewed and most participated sports in Sri Lanka. And so that's a guarantee, and that's what we're working towards. And we have the partners and the support, and just with the small step we took forward, I think the viewership that we get online as well as on our Facebook page is testament to how popular esports is, and how many people are taking part in it, how many people are watching it, how many people are interested in esports in general. So I would say esports in Sri Lanka at the moment gets more viewership than most traditional sports. We basically run stats on GLK's Facebook page and compare it to other sports pages, and we far exceed them in terms of daily viewership and daily participation. So that's a guarantee that esports is going to be top 3 sport in the next 3 years.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the inter-university title that Gamer.LK hosts, that has become the biggest sporting event at university level. Is that right?
That's right. So the Inter-University Esports Championship that we held last year had 40 plus universities taking part. And that is within the university sporting category, the largest number of universities that has taken part. You won't see any other sport with that number of universities taking part in one tournament. Similarly, we have the Mercantile Esports Championship and the Inter-School Esports Championship, both getting more than 100 entities. So that in Mercantile, there are more than 100 companies taking part. These are last year's stats. And in schools, we have over 100 schools taking part last year. So we're expecting a massive leap this year with the production and with the sort of the investment that we have got from our partners.
One final question. I know that y'all cannot reveal a lot of your plans going forward, but what can you give the community that is watching? What are Gamer.LK's like bottom line plan for the year?
So everything we are doing is going to be multiplied by 10x.
That's a huge leap, man. I mean, I'm excited to see this because y'all have been upping your game within the last couple of years. Each and every year, the production has been getting better. A lot of things, we have had more participants, and from a production perspective, from a spectator perspective, it has just been insane. And if y'all are saying that y'all are going to up it by 10, I'm definitely hyped up to see. So anyhow, good luck with whatever you are doing forward, and I hope y'all keep doing this and keep giving the community a chance to showcase their skills and to be the best in something that they love to do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravin, for having this chat with me. So there you have it, guys, the CEO from Gamer.LK expressing his views on what esports was in the country and what it is today and what it is going to be in the next few years as well. So do stay tuned in. We do have a game which is set up and which is underway, so we will have that live on stream. So do not go anywhere. This is the SLT eSports Women's Cyber Game 2019.
All right, so yeah, back with us. We're still trying to get things prepared for our Call of Duty game, but we're going to just talk about the event in general. I think we have a few titles. We have Mortal Kombat, we have Subway Surfers, we have E-Racer, which is probably going to be Project Cars, if I'm not mistaken. We have Call of Duty and Mario Kart. So very interesting system actually. So every single contestant, I think every group has about 8 to 9, I think 8, I believe it's 8, yeah. So it's 8 women cyber athletes or cyber athletes.
Yeah.
It's just cyber athletes, cyber athletes per group. So each one will have to participate in every single event, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because usually, you know, you have esports and you have a title. Like for example, you take SLCG, you take Dota 2. You have the title, and not every other player has to play that. It's just the people who want to play it, and it's usually dominated by, you know.
Plays that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you basically request for it. But here, it's like a battle royale showcase of skill, which is very interesting. So it's basically, so you start off, each group will start off differently. So I think because we have a few titles across the board, you have each different group starting at different stages. So each player will have one try to make a score in the game. Or if it's Mario Kart, it'll be 2 on 2 on 2. I think something 1v1, 1v1 like that. So then what happens is basically the person who gets points, and then after that, then the next person also is like, you know, see who gets the most. It's like a group stage.
Yeah.
For Mario Kart. So then what happens from that is the person who gets first place out of basically gets the most. So the person who gets the most number of victories by the end of it is the person who comes out on top, and then she, I believe, gets 6 points. And then likewise, I'm not sure whether it goes down to 5 or 3 to 1 or how the exact amount is. But you want to be in first place because that's where you get the most number of points. So what do you think about the format in general, Abdul? Because you're usually very good about understanding how these work.
So it's a new format that we've introduced here. It's so far we haven't really seen it in action. So we don't really know exactly how it's going to turn out. But so far it seems very competitive because even if you're not good at the game, you really want to do well in it. So you have to perform in every single game, and it's forcing them to out of their comfort zone, which is something that gamers kind of like. So forcing yourself out of your comfort zone improves your competitiveness. So it's perfect for a tournament setting because it's so much hype and it's so much competition. So we're trying to force that during this tournament, but we'll see how it turns out. But so far, I think it's a pretty good format, yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, right? So like you said, you know, games that push gamers out of their comfort zone is usually what they enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's probably why players subject themselves to games like Dark Souls, Sekiro.
Yeah.
Like literally where you just die over and over and over and over and over again.
If you're
but
bad.
that's what makes the game fun though.
If you're bad.
Yeah.
But
I
if
mean,
you're good,
yeah,
you
I
have
mean,
bragging
yeah,
rights.
yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, if there is a boss that someone will be like, I died 200 times to this boss, and you just go up to him, ha, I beat him after dying 100 times only.
Yeah.
You know, it's like bragging rights. But you know, the sense of achievement is what gamers love.
They strive for that.
Exactly. You know, just to be better than the next person, to be better and better and better and better. And it's always cool because there's always someone better waiting for you.
Exactly, yeah. And you want to beat that person too. And tournaments like this is what brings them, you know, up to the plate, and where you showcase all of those, you know, those talents. And to be honest, formats like this, it's a little bit harder to put like, you know, the best players against each other to see, unless it's Mario Kart. Like COD won't be like that. But hopefully in other tournaments where there is COD, you can actually see, you know, just like the women's game, like the NA team that had an interview before at Sashika, where they won the tournament. So when you get to tournaments like that, you'll be able to see it in that way. But in this tournament, it's a bit of a different approach we're having.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, usually we see 5 versus 5 COD games. It's a team game.
Yeah.
But here it's everybody fends for themselves. So that's going to be very interesting. It's going to be like a free-for-all, basically. And the person with the most kills at the end of the day is the person who's going to get the most number of points for that particular group. But remember, today is just stage 1. So
Yeah.
we have everyone going up against everyone else, and we're just trying to find the top 8. So the top 8 players with the highest score will be competing for that 100,000 prize pool, which is going to be very, very important. And that is when things are going to get extremely heated. I think today itself we should see some really, really close games and, you know, some exciting matchups as well. And maybe, you know, a few people who have gone out of their comfort zone and conquered it.
Yeah.
That is going to be something very interesting, because most times, you know, when you're put into your comfort zone, it's either you sink or you swim.
Yeah.
So when those moments where you swim is going to be very hype.
Yeah. And on top of that, so far, like I've seen a few people compete here, and they didn't achieve what they wanted to in the game they were bad at. And like usually you'd think, okay, they were bad at it, so they don't care about it. But they actually care about it a lot.
Yeah, it does, because it's a sense of pressure, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, in your bracket, say you have Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, Subway Surfers, E-Racer, and then at the end you have Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Right? And say there are 3 games that you know you are going to do okay at. One of the games you're not going to do so well at.
Yeah.
But then say something happens, and for that reason, you know, the ones that you're not good at, you don't do as well as you are expecting to.
Yeah.
That puts a lot of pressure for you to actually win the last one.
Yeah, and perform on the
yes,
games you're
exactly.
good at.
So
So
then
you might perform worse on the games you're good at, just because you have pressure from the other games.
So maybe they might want to try something risky
Yeah.
in the one they're good at, because they know they're good at it. So they're going
Yeah.
to do something risky to try and, you know, get ahead of the pack, or do something that they don't expect. Maybe a shortcut
Exactly,
in Mario
yeah.
Kart is somewhere, you know, maybe you play the game so much, you know exactly where the turns are, so you go for that secret hidden turn, and then you hit a wall,
on Rainbow
or you
Road,
fall
yeah.
off the map, you know. Or you know, as you're going, someone hits you with a turtle shell.
Yeah.
You know, it's like woo. So you know that's that'll feel bad for sure.
Yeah. You really don't want that to happen to you. You want to keep cool. You want to keep calm. You want to have a straight head, and you want to approach every game the same way.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, you have to go in with a positive mentality. I mean,
Exactly.
with anything, you know, whether you get a bad result doesn't matter. You should be like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
Right? I got this. Doesn't matter. I'll get more in the next one.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Or, you know, it'll be, okay, this is what happened. This is what I need to do in the next one. Keep it like that. You know, no, I don't think any gamer will feel bad. You know,
Yeah.
like they won't try. Like they will try. Obviously they try. All gamers try. But if you like don't do well in one event, they will never say, oh, දැන් මට මොකුත් කරන්න බෑ මේක ඊළඟ එක අමාරු. They will never say that. Everyone has come prepared. They'll be like, හරි මම ඊළඟ එක ගහන්නම්. මම ඊළඟ එක ගහන්නම්. ඊළඟ එක ගහන්නම්. You know, they have that you know,
Positive
get it, yes,
attitude.
exactly.
Yeah,
Positive
mental
attitude.
attitude. You need to have that in tournaments, especially since it's usually a long, dragged out. You play against many players, and you have to win again and again and again.
Yeah, so anyway, I believe we might be having a Mortal Kombat game shortly on screen. But till then, we will keep you all updated on what's going on. So right now, the games are happening. So we're just trying our best to get it up and show it for you, showcase it to you guys. And if it is Mortal Kombat, don't worry. I have decent experience casting it, so I should be able to do a play-by-play for you guys and walk you guys through the action, hopefully. I will try my best, so all you fighting game fanatics, I'm sorry if I don't know all the combinations and the combos, but I will hype it, for sure, I'll hype it, don't worry.
As much as you can.
As much as I can, you know. I'm actually very excited, because, I mean, the button mashing aside, even I do that, I mean, you know, you play against Terror and he's like, you know, what is this kid doing? And then you're just like, and it just doesn't work out. And then, you know, like,
That's what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I played MK, and then I was just trying to bash all the buttons, and I didn't do anything. Sadly.
And then you discovered that you had an ice hammer. You're like, oh, ice hammer. No, but the cool thing is, even though players play against each other in a competitive scenario, right after the game is done, I've seen so many multiple times players be like, you should have done this, you should have done this. It's just, you know, that's how friendly and inviting the gaming community is. Everyone is so, you know, ready to help the next person. I mean, there's so many players, even like pro players who have done really well in their certain game during the other esports championships. They walk up to people who are less, like, not as talented as them, but they develop them.
Yeah.
Like, I think,
Usually,
you know,
like,
because you do it pretty
I
well
think-
as well.
I think it's like the people that try to teach other people have put in more hard work than talent. So they've experienced going through all the motions and, you know, the practices and the training. So teaching someone what you learned by yourself is always super rewarding. So by being good to others, you reward yourself as well. So it's just, super easy to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy when I told you that if you press down and triangle, you can uppercut someone, you know,
Yeah.
and then the next thing you know, Terra is like, whoa, uppercut, yeah, easy.
Still pretty bad
like,
at it, but
yeah, and then like you randomly, press buttons and it does something cool on screen, and you're like, yeah, I did that.
yeah, I did that. Me.
Alright, so it seems like we do have the Mortal Kombat game on. So it's going to be Melissa versus Kavindi. So I believe Melissa will be on the left side and Kavindi on the right side. I hope I am right on this. But if I am not sure, I will get the information, I'll let you know. But right now it's going to be Alien versus Scorpion. So it's going to be Alien versus Scorpion. I mean Predator versus Scorpion. It's Alien. It's Alien. Yeah. So there is someone called Predator in this though.
Yeah.
So right now it looks like it is going to be a button testing round. Usually, if I'm not mistaken, they usually want to check whether everything that they want to do is in order, and then I believe they begin after that, so seeing if all their keys
So
are
I
working.
heard that Alien is super OP compared to others.
Yeah, so Alien used to be very OP because he would have like you can keep continuously using his combo over and over again once you enhance.
Okay.
But anyway, I think they did nerf it in the recent patches, so its popularity has kind of dropped. But okay, so Melissa is playing Alien and Kavindi will be on Scorpion. So as you can see, it is practice mode because they are regening health as she gets hit.
Did you know that Predator can heal himself?
Wait, Predator can heal himself?
Yeah, I
Wait,
realized
what?
it yesterday. Yeah, I played him yesterday, and yeah, you can heal himself, and you can even enhance the heal.
You can enhance the heal?
Yeah, you can enhance the heal.
Isn't that just free regen?
Yeah, there is obviously a time where you have to, you go through the motion, so you're vulnerable during that state, but you still heal.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're going to go into round number 1. So Melissa versus Kavindi. Melissa is on the Aliens right now. First hit taken here by Alien there with that nice forward 4, I believe. I don't know. I think she's just, at the moment, the combination seems to be working. Nice ninjutsu attack from the, she's getting spammed by the kunais? Are they called kunais or knives?
No, they're the swords.
Alright, so looks like the move seems to be working out for Kavindi here on the Scorpion. Oh, X-ray! Oh no, close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. If you are below the age of 13, please do close your eyes. This is not something you kids should be seeing. But yeah, goodbye Scorpion and your head. And miraculously in Mortal Kombat, no matter how many bones you break, they just get up the next
they're
time.
fine.
They're fine. So as you can see, the combination once again coming out from the Scorpion, and looks like Kavindi is going to be able to secure that round. So yeah, very well played by her.
I mean, that looked very hard to come back from. That attack from Scorpion is super good. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you just keep getting juggled. As you can see, you just keep getting juggled. So looks like at the moment, Kavindi does have the advantage. So she's going to keep juggling the Alien. Doesn't really have any chance to try and get away. If they knew how to kind of use the enhance to break the combo, does manage to get a few hits in right now and manage to hit him quite a few times. Now both them just trying to connect with their blows, trying out some different combinations. Whoa! What a nice down 1, 2, 3 combination coming out from the Scorpion there. Grab coming out from Alien here. Going to pierce Scorpion through his head, and the X-ray connecting once again. Going to do a decent amount of damage onto Scorpion here. Will we see a comeback coming out from Melissa here with that Alien? Doing a decent amount of damage. Scorpion falling all the way down to about half HP right now. Doesn't have too much to work with on the side of Alien. One more combination should be enough to finish him off. And there you have it. It's going to be Kavindi coming out on top in the first match. I believe usually Mortal Kombat, I'm not sure about how it actually works, but it should be, I'm not sure whether it's a BO3 or a BO1, but I think because we have 8 contestants, it probably is a BO1. So we have our first, bit of action here from Mortal Kombat here at the Women's Cyber League. So that is a very interesting game itself. We saw, I mean, obviously you could tell that both of the players had put in a lot of preparation because they knew exactly what they wanted to do. So the Alien was trying to poke from range, but the Scorpion did a good job of closing that distance and juggling her continuously, so she really couldn't do anything else. The only opportunity she got was the invulnerable frames coming from the X-ray, and that is pretty much the most damage she got out there. But even knowing how to use that shows that you have some sort of preparation. So what do you think about the game overall, Abdul?
So it felt like the Scorpion kind of knew what attacks to use at which situation, and the Alien was kind of she knew what she wanted to do, but she couldn't execute. She didn't know how to counter what the Scorpion did as soon as he closed the gap. So she had an idea of what to do from afar, but then when Scorpion came in, she didn't have a plan to counterattack that. I think that's what lost her the match in the end.
The thing is, like, unlike most fighting games, right? Usually you hold the back key or the move backward button, or you on your controller you move in the direction opposite of where your opponent is, and they automatically guard. They automatically guard for you. In Tekken, it's like that. So when you press. So when you press back in Tekken, it guards, right? But in Mortal Kombat, you actually have to press a key to guard.
Yeah, you have to press R2, right?
Yeah, it's R2. So when you click R2 is when you actually guard.
Yeah. And
So
it's hard to pull off that if you're not used to it. If you play Tekken and you come into this game, you're not going to be used to blocking like when I played yesterday. I wasn't used to using the block. I'm used to just, walking back and letting it guard by itself. But yeah.
No, I mean definitely, because see, in Tekken you can move everywhere. You can move forward, back, and vertically as well. So you can, if you double click up, he actually sidesteps up. If you
Sidesteps
double
up,
click down,
yeah.
he sidesteps down. So you have that whole range of motion in Tekken. That's probably why they have back as a block.
Right.
But anyway, in this situation, it looked like there was a lot of preparation put in by Kavindi to win that Mortal Kombat game for sure. We knew that everything she was doing it with intent. She knew with Scorpion.
Yeah.
So looks like we do have game 2. I believe this might be the button check. I'm not sure whether this is a best of 3, so I'll have to get that information when I can. But for right now, it's probably... Okay, so it's a BO1. I believe we might be having 2 different contestants who pick the same heroes. Coincidentally.
Coincidentally.
Coincidentally, yes. Pure coincidence. So now they're just doing the button check, seeing if we have everything ready. So once again, we see a beautiful icon moving throughout the screen, as you can see, showcasing on the top right corner of your screen, saying Women's Cyber Games. So that was very cool.
Yeah.
That was a very cool
Super
effect.
nice transition.
Yes. Super nice. It was very super smooth as well. So props to Ramesh for the value there, and Himesh as well. Both them doing a super good job on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so before the game gets on, so we're just going to talk about the rest of the games. I feel like you know how bad I am at driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I firsthand, I know.
No, not in real life, guys. This is in a gaming simulator.
He does not drive
not in real life.
yet.
Yeah, I don't even know how I would never get into a vehicle to drive it in real life. Ted also knows how bad I am. I challenged him at the previous event. It didn't go too well for me.
Did not
go too well for me. No,
couldn't complete a lap. No.
Yeah, could not complete a lap. Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I want to talk about. So that is going to be a very challenging title for sure in
it's
this.
a challenging
I think
game in general.
Yeah, I think throughout everything, like you put like most of these games aside, that is probably the hardest one, unless you know how to drive, obviously.
Yeah, unless you're good at driving, but I mean,
So-
you have to have experience in the tracks as well. You
Yeah.
can't just be good at the game. You need to know the tracks as well. So you need to put a lot of effort into that game to get good. So it's gonna be very interesting to see the competitors here play that game, because we want to see some really good games.
The thing about it is, the competitors are going to have a hard time. You know
Yeah.
why?
Why?
How are they going to have a racing simulator at home?
Exactly.
Exactly. So then, I'm guessing majority of the people here, other than the ones who know how to drive,
Yeah. are
is
gonna
going to
struggle
have a
bit.
hard time.
Yeah, they're
It's going to
struggle
have a
little
very
bit,
hard
yeah.
time
But
in that game.
But it is 1v1.
Yeah, it's 1v1.
Yeah,
I
so
think
then
other than
you
Call
just
of
have to
Duty,
be better than your opponent.
yeah, just have to be better.
Yeah.
Just twist a little in
Less.
front,
Yeah.
in front of the other person.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the laps are going to take a while. I can assure you
Yeah.
on that. It's going to take a while.
Yeah. Asma knows firsthand.
I know
experience that
firsthand.
He couldn't even complete a lap. So-
Because if I did that in real life, according to Ravin,
You'd
if
die.
if I did that in real life, yeah, I'd die.
Yeah.
One thing, and I'd probably end up destroying the car as well.
Yeah.
Which more people would be worried about, because the car is more important
Yeah,
than
than
my
you.
life. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So.
Asman's not getting a car anytime soon.
Yeah, no. Tooks for life. Tooks for life. Tooks and maybe taxi drivers. Depends.
Taxi drivers.
Yeah, I mean, not tuk drivers. The car,
Oh, right,
the
right.
Maruti Swift drivers.
The Maruti Swift drivers.
Yeah, the Maruti Swift drivers. That's definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, the eraser, I think that it's probably going to be
The other racing game in this tournament is the Mario Kart, but that I feel like is a bit easier to get into.
So interesting enough, the Mario Kart is actually on the Switch, and a
Yeah.
lot of people actually use that console because there's some really amazing games on the
So
Switch.
efficient. You can take it anywhere. It has a long battery life. It has 2 controllers. It's just,
It's like two consoles in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can always play against anyone that you want. It's very convenient and it's quick. So it's great with family as well. If if you do have. So anyway, we'll be having Call of Duty on screen very shortly. So we'll be waiting for that very soon. But till then, we will keep you entertained as much as we can, guys. So if you guys do want to head on down to the event, we are here at the Colombo City Centre. So if any of you want to come on down here and check out the venue for yourself, meet some gamers, try to find maybe the love of your life, you can always come down. But it's just just saying. It's a possibility.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
if you're confident, I mean.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
what?
Sure.
What? It's
Sure.
okay, never mind. I'm done. Okay. I'm done. If you guys want to come and see the event, come on down. Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So other than that, of course, I think the setup is pretty cool as well. So you guys can't see it because we have the sponsorship board right behind us. But we have the Mortal Kombat all the way on the left, as you can see now. So the section you're looking at right now is the Mortal Kombat section. Then you have the Subway Surfers on the TV screens right there, and right next to it you can see the Simulator 4 E-Racer. And then on the left side of that you actually have the setup for Call of Duty, and then you have on the left side extreme corner you have the setup for so here's the setup for Call of Duty. Thank you, Ramesh, for the perfect transition, or Himesh, whoever is there.
Yeah.
And then once again we're back to the initial side, but it's so well done. I mean, it's like, everyone has a space to spectate and see how the games are going.
Yeah.
Check out the competition, scope out what talent is there, who is good at what game. Because those are going to be very key ingredients when you get into the top bit,
Yeah, and
So-
like this is for like clans to pick up people, for their own team. This is the place to be.
Yeah, definitely. I think Women's League has been something that has grown grown tremendously, actually. In the last couple of years, we've seen so many more cyber gamers, taking part, cyber athletes, sorry.
Yeah.
Taking part, and the numbers have just been growing and growing, and right now we see Pawan on stream actually. So it looks like they're just asking him a few questions. Hi Pawan, if you can see us, wave at the camera.
He's
I don't
probably
think
busy.
Pawan
He's
can hear
busy.
us.
He's busy.
Pawan, can you hear me? No,
he's
Pawan
busy.
can't hear me. He's busy, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, we were just getting a few updates, guys. We'll be having the Call of Duty game on screen in about 5 minutes. But till then, we're going to keep going. But anyway, like, as I was saying, the setup is really nice, and in a venue like Colombo City Centre, it just gives you that perfect ambience for a gaming environment, because there's so much space for people to just come and check out what's happening.
Yeah.
And if there are people who are curious about esports and want to know a little bit more, they can always come and ask us.
Yeah.
And we can, tell them exactly what esports is about and why it's being so popular and trending in Sri Lanka currently. It has come a long way. But what I was talking about was how much like the women's gaming section has grown, like in terms of participation over the years. We started with probably maybe 10 or 12 people taking part in the event.
That was way
And now,
back when,
having 167 people register for a women's only title is amazing.
It's
It
a
shows
huge achievement. Yeah.
it's a huge achievement. So, props to
Gamer.LK.
Gamer.LK for that for sure. Just bringing together and, just showcasing just how popular esports is. It doesn't matter, but like, we've seen, I think there are more female cyber athletes who are more competitive than us as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm competitive.
Yeah.
I am super competitive, but there are people who put me to shame.
Yeah.
On, people who are competing today who just put me to shame, you know. So,
It's nice to see that.
Yeah, it's nice actually, because usually when I don't do well in a game, I get upset. I'll be like, oh no, I only got this much. I'm going to do better next time.
Yeah.
But then there are people who get even more upset than me, which is very surprising, to be honest. So,
actually.
yeah, but unlike you, because you
I
usually
know
keep,
Osman, he gets mad.
I get mad. Yeah. I get I don't know what to say. I can't defend myself. Alright, cool. So guys, while we have the Call of Duty game setting up, we will be switching to a MK game super fast, so don't worry about that. We have a lot of sections going at once, so we'll try to bring as much action to you as we can to make sure that you guys who are watching from home have an entertaining time. So as you can see, we do have the names, so now it's going to be Melissa going up against Vatsala using Ferrator, interestingly enough. Ferrator is one of those heavy heroes who moves slow, but if they connect with something on you, it's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it seems like Scorpion is, I mean, can he even hook this guy?
I mean, it doesn't look like it, but he should be able to, according to gaming mechanics, because, you know, even giants have their weak points. So Ferrator is 2 against 1, as you can see. So it's Melissa on Ferrator, actually, and Vatsala on Scorpion, according to what's on our screen. So interesting enough, not sure. Wait, Melissa was the one who played Alien in the last one, so she has switched up, I think, into a character she can be more confident in. But the Scorpion, once again, seems to be knowing what to do, using those uppercuts, trying to go for the ninjutsu, but Melissa is ready for it after her previous game, and now kicking the can out of the Scorpion. I'm sorry, I was looking for a nicer word I could use. And here comes the X-ray from Melissa onto Vatsala. They are going to start... wait, is it? No, so from Vatsala onto Melissa. I'm sorry. They had switched sides. But anyway, now the Ferrator is actually going to get his neck broken. And in real life, you know, they'll be paralyzed. But in Mortal Kombat, they just get up.
They're totally fine, yeah.
Oh, that's a very interesting grab there. So just grabbing Melissa, grabbing Scorpion. It's still pretty close. And looks like Melissa will be able to counter the Scorpion in this round after not being able to do it with Alien in the previous one. So it looks like the experience has really helped her out.
Oh, and these kicks are like hitting Scorpion so hard.
You can see, I mean, it's just a basic kick, but it does so much damage. Look at how much HP, you know, Scorpion is losing, because Scorpion is a much faster hero than Ferrator, and Ferrator is very big and clunky. And right now, looks like Vatsala will be able to get the combo going, but she drops the juggle, gets it once again. I think she's just spamming it a bit too much. They're not timing it properly, so they're giving Melissa an opportunity to attack here with Ferrator. Gets that kick in, even though the Scorpion has been slowly chipping away. Ferrator hasn't actually taken that much damage, and Scorpion is actually taking so much damage. And here comes the X-ray. Oh, it connects, and goodbye face. Looks like they'll have to be paying a plastic surgeon as well as a bone doctor for a lot of repairs there. I don't know why I said bone doctor, but anyway, looks like Melissa will come out on top this time. So really good X-ray there to finish things off, and looks like she's going to walk up to her opponent and kick him down into the ground. It was 2 against 1. Bone doctor, yes. Sashika is sitting there, you know, because I don't know what the term for is. I just use bone doctor. Oh God, I'm gonna hear this one for a while.
Bone doctor.
Bone doctor. What's wrong with bone doctor? Okay. What's wrong with bone doctor? Never mind. So anyway, there we had another little bit of action from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So very interesting games actually. So this time I think looks like the high damage output was the answer to the Scorpion.
I actually thought in that game that Scorpion would have a better, you know, matchup against, you know, super heavy opponents and stuff. But it's like it turned out differently. You know, if you connect those hits with big guys, I mean, you do the damage.
I believe it was Kotal Khan. Was it Kotal Khan?
I'm not sure.
The one who summons the totem and then like he has insane damage.
No, I have no idea.
It's Kotal Khan. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. So we have the Mortal Kombat Pro.
Yeah, the professional.
I believe it was Amesh Umasudan's disciple. You know, his prodigy.
Oh, it's prodigy.
Yeah, his prodigy. Okay. So Terra, you know.
So Sashika, the prodigy.
Yeah, Sashika, the Mortal Kombat prodigy. You know, he's really good on his Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero. You know. He showed you, you know, even with the unfavorable matchup, he's like, you know, in Dota, if you have to play Razor against Tidehunter, it's like, you know, Tidehunter never wins. But Terra's like, you know, I'm going to win this. It's going to be easy, you know.
Very confident. Very confident
player. Very confident player, definitely. I mean, the thing about Terra is usually if he does get aggressive, he usually backs it up with, you know, some skill, for sure. So he'll, you know, produce the results.
Sure.
Yeah.
No button mashing from Terra.
No way. No button mashing. Terra, if he knows the matchup and he knows exactly what you're going to use, he's going to block it, and he knows exactly when he can punish you as well. So, you know, our friends have done a really good job with the prodigy Terra.
Yeah.
You know, Terra, Sashika Terra, Muthukumar, everybody. I think, you know, that's the funny thing, right? So, like, if you look a few years back, When people say Terror, maybe a few people will know him.
Yeah,
And
sure.
now if you say Terror, he's like, oh dude, he's the guy who hosts every single esports event, right? He's that dude with the hype voice, the best cast in Sri Lanka. Everyone knows him.
Yeah. He's that skinny dude on stage that hosts events. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he even had a small kid come and ask for his blessing in front of everyone. I mean, you don't see that every day. He's that popular, Ayya, blazer, dagrina, ayya, mang product. Lakke එකක් දෙන්න skill එකක් දෙන්න වගේ. He's
bless him with skill,
exactly.
yeah.
I mean, I can't
didn't
think.
bless him, but
didn't bless him. Terror didn't bless him, he actually ran away.
A little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate.
But, yeah.
But anyway, what I was trying to say was, esports has grown to a point where it's so popular that people will recognize you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge because I don't think I know anyone who doesn't know Terror.
Yeah, in the gaming community.
In the gaming community, yeah.
For sure.
Stop talking about me. Terror is not happy. okay, we'll
let's
go.
divert.
Yeah, let's divert.
Let's change course here.
So something else that I wanted to talk about that most people maybe don't give too much attention to is what Ramesh and Himesh have been working on. So it's basically production, right? Because in every single event we see these hype trailers, we see amazing opening ceremonies in the sense where there's a really cool. It's very immersive. It's an immersive video that's made. It's an immersive experience. It gets you into that feel of getting into competitive spirit. You just want to keep playing, and then the people behind that nobody ever talks about.
Nobody
ever talks about it.
They don't get the spotlight on them,
they're just in the back, like all these cool transitions that you see on screen. When I say, okay, on the right side we have this, on the middle we have COD, and then transitions all these things are being done by people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So that's actually very difficult.
So just a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Ramesh and Himesh. Great job, guys. Keep up the good production value and keep us entertained with those amazing videos as well.
Amazing videos.
Like, I have a new.
Thanks, Ramesh.
Yeah, thanks, Ramesh. So the thing is, the main reason I realized this, right, is because I recently started learning how to edit videos.
Yeah.
So Ramesh was the one who actually taught me everything from scratch. So then I realized exactly how difficult it is to do it.
Yeah.
Like you have to get the footage, you have to get the perfect lighting, the sequence has to be perfect. The way the music transitions, you can't just, cut off.
Yeah.
It has to be, you have to manually mute it down.
Yeah.
So basically, so it's something that they've done pretty well. Oh, another thing I want to talk about. Did you see the trophy?
Yeah, the trophy looks
Holy
sick.
shit, the trophy is really cool.
I want a trophy like that.
Yeah, I think we'll be getting it very shortly so we can showcase it to you guys. It's really, really cool. So you are definitely going to want to fight for the trophy alone. Yeah, for sure. So here we actually have it here. So Abdul, if you want to showcase it. So look at this, isn't it amazing? It's amazing. Look at this. Look at the detailing, right? I mean, I would play to win this. I would play to win this.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Sure.
not to a point.
I might not. I might take a slightly different one, but
I mean, it's cool.
Whatever floats your boat. I mean,
it's cool. I mean, I respect it. What the hell? I mean, I don't want to win it so bad that I'm gonna wear a wig and a dress and come.
Sure.
But I mean, if I could participate, I would participate.
Good cover up. Good cover up.
What?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
So, lots of people competing for that. When I used to play tournaments, other tournaments, and there used to be trophies. Like they were nice. They were very, trophies that were very generic. It would look good, obviously. It was really nice, but they were very generic. And this is like the first trophy I've seen that looks so different and so unique. Like it's something you really want, and it really stands out,
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different. Usually you have you have the bottom part where it says, champion with your name or something like that. And then it has a little tava podi kaallak me mudde then you have another
a ball on top
that
or
usually
something,
breaks off, You'll be like celebrating and it'll break off.
Yeah.
But this is actually very well done.
Yeah,
It's definitely very well done. We just got roasted.
Okay.
Well, sorry, Ravi.
We were told not to worry about it, but
yeah. But anyway, once again,
okay.
Okay. So anyway, most in this day and age, Abdul, having most of these games, like very few games actually require I mean, very few games now, like almost all the games nowadays require having a good internet connection.
Yeah,
And that's
sure.
where SLT fiber comes in.
Yeah.
I mean, we discussed about it previously, but having good ping is super important for gamers. So even today, Call of Duty having the perfect ping and making
Yeah.
sure everyone has the same ping. I believe Subway Surfers you don't really need connection, I believe. But Mortal Kombat you do.
Most
The
of
Switch,
titles
the Switch
that-
also you do.
Yeah, the one of the titles that are very, gameplay intensive need, that really good ping to be able to connect your shots and do all the things that you need in the game to match the FPS, to match the refresh rate, need good ping, you need all those things. And just having SLT fiber there, like knowing that I have this already dealt with, I don't need to worry about my ping, I don't need to worry about that skill gap is such a big relief for us.
Yeah, and
gamers.
the cool thing about fiber, right,
Yeah.
is a problem that most people come through when they have Wi-Fi. Is the fact that everyone uses it.
Yeah.
Right? But with
Yeah.
fiber, when other people use it, your connection isn't affected that much.
Yeah,
unless they're
yeah,
like
not
doing
as
like
much
a
as the
huge,
others, yeah.
So, I have people who I know whose parents use the Wi-Fi while they're playing.
Yeah.
And it pisses them off because their ping suddenly
Very
spikes.
recently.
I don't know if I can find the person here, but but basically what I'm trying to say is ping is important.
Yeah, and fiber provides the best ping.
Yeah, and then likewise, Abdul, I think I mentioned Free Me as well.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing
so-
concept itself.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that having an online debit card
Yeah.
is so convenient.
It's so convenient.
It's super
And
convenient.
it's something that I think every gamer should have just because of ease of access and the offers that you provide. You said they provide.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just not only that, and the offers that they have, they almost have every single time that I look at Free Me, they have an offer.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'm sad about is I have a Windows phone. So
Oh,
because I have a
no.
Windows phone, I can't get Free Me. Otherwise, I would 100% have it.
Yeah.
Right? Because all I have to do is just deposit cash into an ATM and then. But anyway, so looks like we have transitioned into Call of Duty 4. Not sure whether this is the live segment or whether that's still practicing.
Yeah.
If someone can let me know. And I think we are about to be schooled maybe. But anyway, we do have it. I'm not exactly sure if it's live at the moment, but people might be just practicing, trying to get a feel of the game. Because
Yeah.
even though the game has been around for years, there are still players who have maybe not played the game as often as they'd like, because there's so many more options that you can choose from
just
nowadays
warming
as
up
well.
too,
Yeah,
people are
just warming up,
Just shooting the guns, getting a feel for the game. It's not your home setup. Coming to LANs is super different than playing at tournaments.
Yeah, that's
because-
the other thing, right?
Yeah.
So staying at the comfort of your home, having your AC on, having your comfortable chair which you can lean back on, and you can just, mute off everything else, but just chill, chill and play the game. But in a LAN setting, you have people screaming, you have people cheering for you, you have other people,
Yeah,
trash
we
talking
know-
you,
we know
like
that-
I'm better than
yeah,
you.
we know that so much because of Sashika. He was in the
Yeah.
team, and when he goes to LANs, he has this hype about him that intimidates other players. Yeah, and it intimidates other players.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a
there
LAN.
are people who don't want to come to LANs because terror is there.
Yeah, just because the factor that he's hyped up about the game intimidates them so much that they don't want to come to a LAN. So when just coming to the LAN takes, courage to show yourself and, to face the music sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, facing terror is a very scary thing.
Yeah, and people are, in games, you trash talk people. You have to be able to handle that trash talk, especially at LAN tournaments where everybody will want to show that they're the best. You have to handle that trash talk.
I mean, most of the time you do see either there are two ways, three ways. Either you let his trash talk affect you or her in this situation, or you trash talk back whether you play well or not, or you completely destroy them and look at them and smile at them at the end of the game.
And not trash talk them at all and be humble. But I mean, everybody has their own way of doing things. Some people are humble, some people want to show that they're better. Nothing's bad, right or wrong. You can do anything you want, I mean, there's a limit to trash talk, obviously, but you don't want to go over the trash talk limit. But there's always there's good banter.
Alright guys, so we're going to get into the game right now. We are spectating TJ getting shot from behind right now, going to get killed by Teens here. And now we're taking a look at Sano here, trying to run into I believe this is called the kill house if I'm not mistaken. So sees one player going to start trying to wall bang, not connecting. Looks like a different player actually got her killed. So TJ now with the AK-47, very interesting type of gun to play. I think everyone might be having to use the AK-47 because usually SMGs are much better in this situation. And now MES Sneaks actually doing a really good job of getting one of these players. We're currently spectating Teens trying to take a few shots, but he's going to go down to MES Sneaks. So MES Nick seems to be like one of the top players. You can see from the way that she's playing right now. So she's playing it very safe, waiting for someone to run into her, as you can see. And no one seems to be checking their corners. And once again, Konsu going to get a kill. Ivy actually getting killed by Konsu getting killed by Ivy and then respawning. And now there's so much action, as you can see on this thing. And now once again, Konsu, we're repeatedly watching her spawn and die. I feel bad for her. She actually managed to get a kill, so that's good for her. She actually managed to get one of the better player in the lobby here. So if you can just click tab, you can see. So right now we have Ivy in the lead with 28 kills. Actually 28 kills. And then we have Rookie and Konsu. So MES Nick's actually fighting for that place as well. So we're taking a look at TJ here, trying to cover her corners, going to take a few shots. Actually connects onto one of the players, but does not get the kill. So now looking for more opportunities here to try and get a kill. TJ doesn't seem to be running into any of the players right now. It is free fall, so sees one. Managed to bring down Sano here, so definitely a value kill for them right there. So we're still watching her. They do have nades, but I don't believe they can use it. Now Ivy actually going down to her as well. Now TJ going to get sprayed down from the side. Does not see and actually goes down to Chixa. So Chixa, for those of you who don't know, is actually Laroshi. So Laroshi actually seems to be very good at the game herself. So now once again we see MES Sneaks jumping into TJ there. Unfortunate. Probably had to do something, and that's probably why she accidentally jumped. And now once again we're taking a look at Konso. She's not doing a bad job. She's actually managing to get kills. Going to get shot from behind by Ivy at the moment. So very interesting. So Ivy now leading with 39 kills. So huge lead, 20 kill lead for her. Followed up by Rookie with 19 and TJ with 18. 20 going up now. So now TJ once again managing to get a kill here. Rookie, we're taking a look at her right now. Managed to find one. Going to start spraying, but Chixa is there with the clutch there. So definitely helping out. So what do you think about the way things are going so far, Abdul?
I think it's so action-packed, and the kill difference shows that Ivy understands the map a little bit better than the other competitors. But it's so close. If you look at the scores, you see 24, 20, 20, 20, you know? All of them are so close. Everybody's getting kills here and there. It's super exciting, but Ivy is on top, and she's keeping that, that lead, making sure that she's ahead of everybody else.
I mean, we're going to take a look at how why she has that lead, right? So right now you can see from the way that she's moving, she has played a lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
She has played a lot of Call of Duty. Even I'm not this good at Call of Duty.
Yeah, actually,
Like, look at this.
Yeah, she's drop shotting.
Kill after kill. She's jumping, making sure she doesn't overpeak. But obviously with this many players, having 7 other people who are looking to get a kill, you're going to go down once or twice.
Yeah, you're going to get shot from behind for sure, once or twice.
Yeah, as you can see, she's using the climb mechanic really well. She's peeking really well. Her aim itself looks really good. But only thing is, obviously, with so many people, at some point you're going to go down. So now currently taking a look at MES Next. She also seems to have played the game quite often. But Ivy is definitely dominating. But she's also really good, as you can see, trying to taking that time with the shots.
Yeah.
Because they know exactly how important it is for them to get those kills.
Yeah.
Get those points on the board, I mean.
Yeah. And if we take a look at the scoreboard again, we see Ivy still keeping the lead pretty well. And everything is so even right now. Just Ivy in the league, but the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place are so even. It's super close game.
It's like literally going back and forth. At one time you have one person on 3rd place, the next time you have someone else or someone else in 2nd place. Then it keeps forever changing because of how close the skill gap is. And now Konso has found a very good spot for herself, it looks like. Very inconspicuous.
Yeah.
And you don't really see that many people right now. She actually managed to pick up a few kills.
Oh, she has to
but
reload.
Now she might be in trouble and Naroshi with the kill. So
super unfortunate reload there.
Yeah. So Chicks actually goes down to Rookie here. Rookie seems to be doing pretty well. She's one of those even contestants, who's kind of tied for the points.
She's a little bit higher. She's 2nd right now,
Yeah, so Rookie is doing a good job, but it's only by 4 kills.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge difference.
Yeah,
you can
close.
actually get 4 kills like this.
Yeah, especially in a free-for-all setting
in a free-for-all
where there's so
setting.
many people. Yeah. So we're just going to be spectating TJ now.
So
Killing
TJ
Ivy.
actually does manage to bring down Ivy here. So they're all they're all just trying to take advantage of other person's focus because no one has eyes on both sides of their head. They can only see forward, they cannot see backward. So when someone shoots you from behind, unless you're really good and you can turn around and kill them really fast, you're going to die most of the time.
You have to know the spawn locations on the map, and you have to keep moving throughout the map for you to actually not die and keep getting kills. And I think that's what Ivy is doing. Whenever she gets a kill, she keeps moving throughout the map, and she keeps looking at the spawn locations and trying to get those pickoffs before someone shoots in the back at some point, because it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's very important to keep moving.
Yeah.
By the more you move, the less chance of running into people you will have, because you'll probably run into one or two, because people are dying all over the place. When they respawn, they want to gather where they are and then only start moving, but you're already moving. So the moment you see them respawn, you can shoot them, get that kill, keep moving, because then that way it ensures that no one else will run to you and shoot you from a different side.
Yeah, and like if you've killed, let's say you're getting a few kills in one spot constantly, then people will know that, hey, there's a guy there that's been shooting me and killing me for a while. I'm going to go behind her and kill her. So making sure the opponents don't know your positioning in the game is very important too.
No, and anyway, the most important thing about in Call of Duty, when you shoot, you actually reveal your positioning to everyone who is watching. So the enemy team, every single person knows exactly where you're shooting from. So if you don't move and you stay there, you're going to get cornered.
And we see actually Rookie getting a considerable lead here, 10 kill lead over Konsu. But after Konsu, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place are all very, very close. But Ivy getting a 71 kills. It's insanely high.
Ivy is dominating the proceedings right now. She's most probably going to end up in first place. But as you can see, like you said, Konzu, TJ, MES, Nix, all are extremely close. It's 40, 37, 35, 3-point difference, 2-point difference. The only big differences are between first place and second place. But you can tell how competitive all these players are because of, they put in the time, they put in the practice. They're trying to get everything that they possibly can. None of them have shown any sort of, knows, like everyone has skill. Everyone is managing to get kills one by one by one. So they're doing a really good job.
Just the fact that it's so close.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, everyone just trying to use everything to their power right now. You see people proning, you see people crouching, you see them, using corners. As you can see, we have, one of the players using that corner that we saw Konsu use as well. So they're using everything that they can think about because there are certain players who can think on the fly. They know. Yep, so looks like we are coming into the final few seconds of the round, and right now looking at things, so Ivy is in the lead with the 30 kill lead, Rookie comfortably sitting at 52, but it did have a 10 kill lead, but now it's down to 8, so we'll have to wait and see how anything can happen in this. So Konsu and MES Nix are pretty much tied here, 44 to 42. And the rest are 39 kills, so everyone is very, very close to each other. Last 25 seconds ticking down. We're currently watching Rookie. Rookie managed to get a kill onto TJ there. Looking for the next kill as well. No shots being taken, so they don't know where they spawn. One player spawning right next to her, and MES Nix is going to go down. One more player in front. Unfortunately, she had to reload, otherwise she would have got a third kill as well. So very unfortunate. I'm not sure whether you can switch into your deagle or they don't know that they have a pistol. But anyway, she's going to get taken down. Sanu is going to get taken down almost immediately by Konsu. Sanu going to respawn, looking for one of these players. No one deciding to use the high ground, but that is going to be it for the round, ladies and gentlemen. Ivy is going to come out on top with 88 kills. Rookie in second place with 58. We have Konsu in third with 48. So likewise, they will be allocated their points accordingly to their placement. So this is probably going to be something that most players are comfortable with. So getting first place for Ivy is going to be a huge confidence boost for moving forward into the next round of events.
So what it means for Ivy now is that she has, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, 10-point lead right now. So she wants to keep this lead because she at her own game she did really well, right? Okay, cool. But there are other games to play. She needs to keep a cool head, and she need to get at least 5th, 6th, to have a spot at the top 8 because you need to get in the top 8 to get to that prize money.
I mean, I think the saying goes. I believe the saying goes, Abdul says, stay humble in victory and determined in defeat. So, it doesn't matter, you win one, yeah, cool, I won, but then I still have more games to play. So, likewise, just because you don't do well in one game, doesn't mean that you can't do well in the other games.
Yeah, and you have to keep that, that level head in these games. Otherwise, in this tournament format, it's not going to go well for you if you only do good in your own game. Like, There are going to be games like the Eraser where you're not going to do well at all if you're not good. So you need to be prepared, you need to try your best, and you need to always have that positive mental attitude we talked about before.
Thinking about Eraser actually makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry.
Yeah,
and I had to do that in front of so many people
yeah, and
on screen.
I had to cast Azman spinning around in
Oh my
circles.
God.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was
embarrassing for
bad, it was
Azman, but
bad.
it's fine.
Oh God, you are right. My head actually does turn red when I blush.
Yeah, it does turn.
That's weird. uh, but anyway, that is some amazing Call of Duty
Yeah.
action for sure. I mean, we've seen. I mean, there are so many people who have prepared so much because there's so much on the line.
Yeah.
Because 100,000 prize pool for playing games.
For playing games.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's something.
It's crazy.
That's something that you wouldn't have believed 2 years ago. You know.
No.
Yeah.
Like every single person here has had the reaction. ඔයා මොනවද කරන්නේ? ඇයි ඔච්චර කම්පියුටර් එකේ ඉන්නේ? මේක ගාලා ඔයාට මොනවයි හම්බ වෙනවද? You know, that's the stereotype.
That's the stereotype in Sri
But
Lanka.
now
yeah.
you know you have like I want 50,000.
Yeah.
I මම මේ ගේම්ස් ටික ගාලා මට 50,000 හම්බුණා.
Yeah.
Then they're like ඔයා ගහන්න. පුතා ගහන්න. දුව ඔයා ගහන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ.
Yeah,
You know, that's how
I
suddenly
mean, if you can showcase this and make your parents proud off of something you love, it's always something that will make you feel accomplished and make you feel so happy, you know, just all in all.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's about the thing is they will complain, but throughout the whole time they will believe in you.
Yeah.
Like they will be low key, but they'll be
Low-key
like,
belief.
how they, because it happened to me, right? My dad is like, why are you playing games? You know, why you have to focus on this, focus on this. But then when I go for a tournament, he's like, okay, fine, you know, go for the tournament, that and all. The moment I come back home, he's like, how do you all do? How did you all play?
Yeah.
Was it good? Was it bad? And he asked me.
Yeah.
So then he's also interested.
He's interested. He
Yeah.
wants you to do well. So whenever you hear about a tournament, guys, please, if you want to play, come participate. It's so much fun. It's going to get you into the scene. You're going to meet so many people and you're going to have a lot of fun.
No, I mean, events like this, it's so amazing, right?
Yeah.
Because even now, you know, early morning, 10 o'clock, we have so many participants already waiting outside the doors to come in and register, you know, make sure that they've safeguarded their spot, which is it's very cool to see.
It
And,
is.
you know, being able to meet all your friends at the same time, you know, chill out, enjoy the things that you love doing.
Yeah.
You know, I think Gamer.LK does that really, really well.
Yeah.
Where it's basically bringing different communities together.
Yeah.
Right?
No matter what background you have, if you love games, you're part of the family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and in accordance with that itself, you know, we have the cosplayers, then we have, you know, I think we had during SLCG, we have, you know, the Play Expo.
Yeah,
where,
Play
you know, we
Expo,
actually
yeah.
have, you know, certain companies coming and showcasing the, you know, what they do. Yeah, but anyway, so basically, you know, it's great to see people come together. So anyway, just because it's a competition doesn't mean you can't come and participate, guys. If you want to participate, whether it's for the fun of it, whether it's for serious reasons, just come and participate. End of the day, it's about having a good time and enjoying yourself, making sure that you spend a valuable Saturday well. Because I'm enjoying myself. Like, you know, being able to cast with Abdul and, you know, just chilling, watching all the excitement, you know, bringing the hype that I feel to you guys.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, I just, you know, I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, definitely. I think it's super fun to be able to, you know, provide this kind of an atmosphere, this kind of a tournament for people to come and enjoy. It's definitely sure. Yeah. So anyway, I think we'll be having a few more Call of Duty games on screen very, very shortly. I think we have most players sitting up right now. So other than that, yeah, guys, we are at, you know, Colombo City Centre. It's very, very beautiful day today.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Sri Lanka, so it's going to be pretty warm. But
pretty
we can
warm.
always enjoy the scenery here at Colombo City Centre. It's still very chill here with the air conditioning and everything.
Yeah.
We have some beautiful flowers and everything outside, you know, just give a little bit of scent. So anyway, guys, we'll be having a few special guests taking over the cast for the next few games. So we'll have them come take over and, you know, give you all a different experience.
Just tell her to come. You want me to say? Want him to go?
Hi guys, welcome back once again. So with me I have a very special guest. So she is known as Harvey in the gaming community. Hi Harvey, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
So basically I just want... Yeah, I think it's fine. So hold on, we're just checking whether we can increase. Can we increase the volume on the mic please? Not on my one, the other one. Alright, so I'll just hand over the this thing. I'll hand over the mic to her. Okay, I think it's fine now. So what do you think about the event so far? I think, did you take part in any of the events yet?
Oh, thank you. I played MK and Mario Kart and Project Cars and planning to play COD and Mortal Kombat.
So what do you think about the format for the tournament, like the point-based system and having to play multiple events throughout?
Good, especially it's for women, so I think it's good.
Okay. So what I want to ask you is, what sort of game would you like to see in the Women's Cyber League?
Basically, personally I'm playing League of Legends and Fortnite, so I would like to see that League of Legends taking part of this and Fortnite as well, because skill-wise I think those games are far ahead than Mario Kart and other games that we see here.
Yeah, definitely. I think there are some high-tier games and some like mid-tier games as well. So I think obviously everyone wants to take part in what they're comfortable with. But in general, what do you think about the venue itself? I think Colombo City Centre today in particular is a very nice day to come and watch some esports action here.
It's very kind of quite busy, but I normally come to CC because I had to work here also. So, but now I see a lot of crowd here, especially the young crowd, teenagers and their parents. So it's a good thing to see because the women players are not very like they are not like to come out and show their skills. So this is great opportunity for them to show their skills, I think.
Yeah. So talking about that, I think you've been taking part for. Sorry, okay, so we're back, sorry. So you've been taking part in most of the Women's League events throughout the years. So how do you think it has changed since from then to now?
Actually, as like I said before, girls are not willing to come out and show their skills. Now there's a great cash prize and great surface to show their skills, and they are not shy anymore. They come out and they show their skills through various games. So I think it's really good.
So two questions. One, what motivates you to be a gamer? And two, what are you going to do if you win the prize pool?
Well, first my brother is one who plays, so he's the one who motivated me. And the first thing I wanted to do is beat his ass. So.
Wait, what? You're going to buy makeup?
Sorry?
What are you going to do with the prize money?
With the prize.
Yeah, if you win, like if you get first place and you win the 100,000 prize pool, what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to get a good PC for me, for myself. Then he doesn't have to touch mine. So yeah, that's what my plan is.
That sounds like a very good plan, and it was an answer I was not expecting. So if she does win the prize pool, she's going to buy her own PC. That's a super plan. So who do you think is your biggest competition here? I think you know most of the competitive people who are taking part here. So who do you think are your biggest threats in the competition?
Actually, as like I said before, these are not my main games, but I looking forward to play COD and be skilled at it as well. So from that side, I think New Balance, they have already a COD female team, so I think I have to be more good with the skills and the strategy with the game, so then I can just be a good competitor for them.
So what do you think about the trophy?
Sorry?
The trophy.
Trophy, I haven't seen it yet.
Wait, you haven't seen the trophy? Guys, can we get the trophy, please? How have you not seen the trophy? Wait, hold on, guys. We're getting the trophy. So here we have it. So what do you think about the trophy?
It's amazing than I thought. Actually, it's unique. I haven't seen it something like before.
So how did you not see this? It was right there.
Seen it before.
So now I guess you're more motivated to win the rounds even more.
I want this in on my table.
All right then. Wait, they can't see my face. They have to see my face too. Hi. Oh yeah. Hi. no, actually they don't need to. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining us. So I believe we do have another interview lined up. So thank you, Harvey, for joining us for this interview. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and good luck for the rest of your matches.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye. So hi guys, so once again we have another very special guest, especially to me, very dear guest, very close friend you could say. Yeah. Close friend or boss I guess. But anyway, we have Laroshi, Chiksha, Vijay Tileka with us. Hi Laroshi, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good actually. As you know, I love putting myself in awkward positions and making people laugh at me. So I'm in my element, so I'm fine. So how did the games go for you so far?
Not really good. I played 2 games and I didn't do too well.
But what was the competition like? Did you see a lot of skill players or?
Absolutely. I just finished playing Call of Duty and there were some amazing players. I was really impressed. Not that I'm a good player, but they were like really good.
Yeah, I also actually I casted the game. So I actually managed to I actually casted the game. So I actually did see quite a lot of skill because the person who won is better than me.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? All the girl power.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not taking anything away from that. It's just that you have to recognize skill when you see it. But my biggest question here is you've probably taken part in every single women's league event that has been there. I remember casting your Mario Kart games as well, so I'm going to look forward to that because I know you're a Mario Kart god and you play Mortal Kombat well as well because I've casted those games and it's from that experience. But having 167 people register and come and take part here for the event, I think it's a huge boost. I mean, I have not seen that many numbers even in normal esports tournaments.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the turnout. I mean, to have all these female athletes come here together on one day to participate for this is really good. I mean, imagine what will happen for future events. I mean, the numbers will be huge.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely going to be huge. And this is the first time I think we've had a women's league where there is a 100,000 prize pool on the line. So I believe Harvey said that she was going to buy a PC for herself if we won the prize pool. What would you do? Other than take Ravin to dinner, what would you do with the rest of the money?
I don't think I'll end up buying a PC for myself. I'll probably end up doing something really girly or buy something like shoes or a perfume or something.
I mean, it's always nice to have shoes and perfumes. Yeah, you never have enough. Exactly, that's what I was about to say. Because usually, even my mother buys pairs and pairs and pairs of shoes, so she loves that. But what do you think about having the event at a place like Colombo City Centre?
Well, there's a lot of people going by, and it attracts a lot of people. It creates awareness that there's such an event and there's such talent in Sri Lanka. So I think it's the ideal location. Because there's lots of people just going by on their daily Saturday shopping.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm really enjoying the venue as well. So one more thing I wanted to ask you. So actually a few questions. So I'll just list them out. You've been playing for a long time in sense where you've been in almost every single women's league, like I mentioned. So what motivates you to keep coming back and playing better and better and better and better? And also, what do you have to say to anyone who is afraid to come and take part?
What drives me is I'm a very competitive person. Sometimes I feel like that is such a bad thing as well because I'm very competitive in life in general. But it's guess it's a bit healthy when it comes to gaming because then you try to push yourself to improve your skills and try to do better. For people that are just afraid to come, I'm just don't be afraid. Just come and just improve your skills at home and just come. I mean, everyone can do well at this. It's just practicing.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as everyone who puts in effort wants to see results for sure. So if you have done it, I mean, we've seen a lot of players here who seem like they put hours and hours and hours, or even, it looks like some of them actually look like they've been playing the game for years because of the way that they're moving and the way that they're playing. So other than that, just on your opinion, what do you think Gamer.LK can do to increase, maybe take it to the next level? Because I think for sure this is going to be something that's going to be happening almost year on year, like all the other events, because this is the first time it's been organized. It's the inaugural Women's Cyber Games League. So what do you think we can do to improve it in the upcoming years?
Well, I think having this was really great because we'll be having, as you said, annually. I think the numbers will increase, so we'll have to have bigger women's league at SLCG and have more yearly events for women as well. That would attract more women.
Yeah, definitely. That will definitely help. So, thank you, Laroshi, for joining us. I really enjoyed talking to you, as I always do. Okay. So, okay, never mind. So, you don't have to leave. Apparently, we are going into an MK match. So, you'll be casting with me. So, that'll be cool. That'll be very interesting. So, I'm actually going to just give the mic to you, and you're going to do most of it. Here you go. Okay, so I'll get your opinion because you seem to have played. So I believe right now they're having the test round, if I'm not mistaken. It's called the button check, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you've taken part in... Okay, never mind, it just finished apparently. So, a little bit unfortunate, but who are your go-to heroes in Mortal Kombat, Laroshi?
Well, my favorite hero is Melina. I mean, I just absolutely adore her and I play her all the time. So, that's the only hero that I actually play well. And Alien or Predator, I think Predator. Predator is the other really good one. He's got some amazing skills.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Abdul because he randomly played Predator yesterday, and apparently you can heal yourself. Isn't that kind of amazing?
That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, and he has that little gun thing from the side of his shoulder that just shoots, and that's really cool.
That sounds dangerous.
Dangerous for the opponent.
Yes, dangerous for the opponent, exactly. But other than that, so I think you just finished with Subway Surfers and Call of Duty. So you have E-Racer, you have Mortal Kombat, and you have Mario Kart. So you still have a very good chance because you're great, you're amazing in Mario Kart. I know because I played against you and I've gotten my butt kicked many, many times. And I know you're good at Mortal Kombat because you've done well in the previous tournaments as well. I think there was that one lady who you didn't like because she just kept beating you. But I think you've put in the effort.
That was absolute button spamming, and then it was just so funny. I couldn't just block it. And there was no talent in that. It's button spamming.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just, it comes down to randomness as well. Like, if they don't know what they're going to do, how are you going to know what they're going to do? So, it's a viable strategy. But here's the most interesting thing. So, even me and Abdul were talking about... okay, sorry. So, before we talk about that, we'll get into the game. So, we have Rukshani taking on Tharaki. And Tharaki is actually playing Melina. What do you think about this?
Oh, I hope she picks Melina because she's got lots of talent and she's my favorite. And she's wearing pink.
Oh yeah, so then that means you must love the trophy.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's nice that the trophy resembles a girl gamer.
Do you know who came up with the design for it?
Is it our beloved Viku?
It was actually Ravin.
Oh, really? Wow, my husband is talented.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not going to argue with the father of esports. I'm going to get killed. Please save me later, please. But anyway, so they're still in the picking phase. But anyway, since they're still picking, we'll come back to the previous one that we were talking about. So, hi Chachi, do you want to come and talk again? So basically, eraser is something that was added very recently with the simulator and everything. So putting the road rage aside, road rage aside, we are not going to talk. No, but because Ravin told me. Yeah, Ravin told me about the road rage. I'm sorry, Ravin. But anyway, how do you think? I think obviously you have experience driving a vehicle, but do you think it will be similar or different in terms of using the eraser pedals?
Right, so I have awful road rage when I drive, and it's not like I'm a person that drives really fast. So if I'm going to be driving like that, I'm definitely not going to win. So I don't know. I have to see my tactics and see what I can do to improve. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I don't know whether you saw it, but during one of the events, I challenged Chera, and I beat him in Foot Ninja. And then the cosplay event he won because that wasn't in my control. If it was my control, I would have obviously won. But then I had to play e-racer. I couldn't finish a lap, Laroshi. I was just spinning in a place. So no. It's difficult because I've never driven before. Oh, okay. So looks like we are in the button check, if I'm not mistaken. So this looks like button check round. Or is it the actual round? Okay, it's the actual round. Okay. So right now we have Taraki. Yeah. So we have Taraki playing the alien. I thought he was using the gun up there on the back of this thing. It is the button check. Okay, it's the button check. So what do you think Milina's go-to combo should be?
Okay, in terms of combo, well, I'm not really sure about combos, but I like her uppercut. Her uppercut is really strong, and you can do a lot with that. And her X-ray is amazing. I just love her X-ray.
So what do you think what kind of skill do you think these players will have to showcase to get the edge on the other player? What kind of skill do you think these players will have to showcase to get the edge from the other player?
Well, it's important to block first of all. It's important to block the other person's moves so that you don't get as much damage, and that make sure that get enough as many hits as possible when they are not defending themselves. Because there are times when it's a new Mortal Kombat player, they're not defending themselves. So get in as many hits.
Yeah, I think blocking is something that's very, very important when it comes to Mortal Kombat. So we'll get to the discussion part of things after, but looks like the round has started, and right now Alien is doing a lot of damage to Rukshani here, and Rukshani's Milina seems to be fighting back, going to use an enhanced move, so that's something you don't see every day from most of these players. So it looks like Taraki has played a lot of Mortal Kombat, doing a decent job against Rukshani's Milina. How do you think the fight is? What do you think Milina should do to try and counter this at the moment?
She needs to block those moves. She really needs to block those and just keep using that uppercut and keep whacking that fellow, because that alien is really good.
Oh, so looks like he does manage to.
Oh, she just managed to ulti. Oh, look at that beautiful ulti. I just like her teeth.
She seems to maintain it very well, for sure.
Yeah, she must be brushing them a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if she has that for breakfast every day, I'm pretty sure she has to brush her teeth quite often. Oh no, so at the moment looks like Taraki did manage to get round number 1, but there's still 2 more rounds. So hopefully she will take your advice and start blocking most of these moves. It seems to be a little bit annoying because Alien seems to have a lot of range over Melina.
That tail and that spiky thing at the end of that tail. So it's easy for Alien to do more damage because Melina is a bit further away.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, usually, they want to have these nice slim bodies. So reach isn't really their specialty. So Alien being a invader from, outer space doesn't really care about aesthetics.
I guess when they're picking, if Alien was chosen before, she could have chosen a hero that had more range, like someone with a gun or maybe Predator as well, because then she would have had a better chance.
Right now it looks like she's just struggling to try and connect with most of her skills, just because she, like you said, she doesn't have the reach, and he has this very, very long tail on Taraki's Alien, but Taraki seems to be displaying a lot of amazing skill. I mean, from most of the players that I've seen, I think she's probably up there in terms of how well she's playing with Alien. I hope there's no one who's below 13 watching the stream. So make sure you just pause, fast forward the stream from this point. But anyway, very interesting game. So looks like you have a lot of competition.
Yeah, I should be really scared now. I mean, I have a lot of competition and I hope I do well now. Let's see.
No, but here's the thing. Like, being scared is fine, but I think you should have you definitely have it, even though you're not showing it. You have the confidence to take on anyone that you want, and you have the secret weapon. Do you know what that secret weapon is, Laroshi?
No.
You know how to block.
That's true. I've learned that the hard way.
So as long as you know how to block, you have a very good edge, because you can always block moves and then punish accordingly. So that'll be very interesting to see.
My game is next.
Oh, okay, sorry. So thank you, Laroshi. Your game is next, so I'm not going to keep you any further. So I really enjoyed having this chat with you, as I always do. Yeah, it was definitely lovely. So thank you so much for joining us. And now I'm going to be alone, but good luck for your game.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna go see if I can win one.
You can win it. Go for it. Girl power. Yeah. Last week